Show me what you have to show.
Morning. Look at this beautiful red morning that's appearing through the trees.
The way to blue.
Gorgeous. What a lovely thing to wake up to.
Living by the breeze.
So before I start this video, I just wanted to say hello to all the new subscribers that we've had this summer, and thanks for watching and thanks for commenting when you do. It's always nice to have a conversation with people. There's going to be a few less videos now because in the winter I have to teach and make some work, so from now on we'll be back and forth to the boat sort of quite frequently, because CRT are still not being clear about what they want us to do. So for those of you who don't know, CRT are the Canal and River Trust, which are the charity that run the network, and I've never been a complainer about them. It's a sort of hobby with some people which I've never joined in with, because honestly I wouldn't want to do the job. It's an old network and it's you know, the money they get is not sufficient. However, they are not being very reasonable at the moment on what those of us who are stuck on this canal are supposed to be doing, because we're continuous cruisers. We're supposed to move every 2 weeks, which is impossible in the winter. We've been up and down this canal several times now, and there is really nowhere to go. But they're saying we should keep moving, which would mean coming back from Brighton every other weekend, which is quite expensive and it's a long way. So we're just trying to get them to be a bit more reasonable about it. So we're still at that position at the moment. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to worry about it too much. There's not much we can do really. So this weekend we have a car that we've hired because I want to take all my plants back to Brighton. They didn't survive very well last year, and also we have a compost loo, so all of that has to go back and continue composting in our garden back in Brighton. And because we've got a car, I'm taking the opportunity to have a drive through the Trough of Bowland, which is intriguing. It looks nice. I haven't been able to go through it because it's a bit far to walk through the Trough of Bowland unless you're going on a multi-day camping and hiking. And then when you get to the other end, I don't know how you get back to Lancaster. So we're going to drive through it to Clitheroe, which a town that I really like. It has a great market, and we're going to go exploring. I'm quite excited about that because we don't own a car. It's always exciting when we have a car. We drove up here yesterday from Brighton, and I have to say it took a lot longer than the train. It took us, with all the hold-ups on the M25, which is usual, it took us about 7 hours. And the train, it's just about 3 hours from Brighton, so it's a huge difference because we have the Pendolino train that comes up here, the one that tilts, and it's really fast. So off we go, exploring the Trough of Bowland, and I'll take you along with me. So the beginning of our route today is where we cycled to a few videos ago and did a walk around by Jubilee Tower. We've just passed the point where we left our bikes. So this is all new now, this bit to us. Oh, they're really little, aren't they? I don't know where to go. Found a way in. managed to get up into those woodlands. We just saw some chaps with buckets cutting mushrooms and putting them in, but we couldn't see what type of mushrooms. It's real peak mushroom season at the moment because it's third week of October. Look at that. So we're going to have a wander around and see if we can see any. Down here on the road, it's a conservation area. Beautiful. LBJ's is a brown roll rim.
Yeah. Mouton. The ones we thought were hedgehog fungus, but they're not.
Henry's found pied de mouton, which are a very nice mushroom to eat. Oh, it's exciting.
Yeah.
There's some amethyst deceivers here. That's a really good amethyst colour. Well, we've come along a bit further and found 2 abandoned chairs and a coffee cup. They're good quality as well. There's no fishermen around and they've obviously been here a while because there's water on the seats. How peculiar. I wonder why someone would just leave them there. Can't be fishermen because it's not deep enough to fish here. Curious. It looks like we've found the best mushroom of all.
They're either that or brown birch boletus, but I don't think so.
Oh, that's perfect. It is a set. That's fantastic. Just cut that one there and leave the bottom of the stike behind. Wonderful. That was funny. The guys that we saw picking the mushrooms have just come along and asked us if we're picking mushrooms. I think they're Eastern European. They know they're mushrooms. Anyway, they've stopped just ahead of us and they're still looking, so we're obviously going to be leapfrogging each other looking. There they go. They're mainly picking honey fungus. But people don't eat that a lot in this country. It's very popular in Italy and places like that. People here think of it as a fungus that kills all the plants in their garden, which it does. But it is also nice to eat, although you have to cook it. As with a lot of mushrooms. Oh, it's so beautiful through here though. There's so many lovely places to stop, and we've just seen a little footpath, so we thought we'd just have a little meander up here. This is all conservation area as well for birds, essentially. There's a notice at the bottom saying to be tick aware, which you always have to be around here anyway, I think, and not to approach adders, which I think you wouldn't anyway, and not to approach any unexploded ordnance. So I'm not sure what that's about. No barbecues or fires because it's moorland, and heather burns ferociously. Well, we've just been to Clitheroe, to the market, bought some nice things. And I saw there a photograph of some stepping stones at Whitewell, which is in the trough of Bowland. So we've driven back, we're on our way back to the boat, and we're in Whitewell, which is mainly a very nice looking inn and a church. And we're walking down a public footpath looking for the stepping stones. It should be down here somewhere. Oh, that's a clue. And there's the stepping stones. It's quite wide here. It looks like a trouty sort of river. Are you coming over?
No, I don't trust my boots.
They're not, well I am. It's fine. They're not slippery, she said. Famous last words. Oh, this is lovely. Wow. Following our nose, we took a right turn down a little road to see what was there over a bridge and came across Puddle Duck's tea room, and we were just in time. And the last scone. After our scone, we've got just a bit of afternoon left. This is the last day before the clocks go back, so tomorrow at this time it's going to be getting dark. So we're just taking the opportunity to enjoy this gorgeous October day. And we're going right into the heart of the Forest of Bowland now, just up to the next couple of villages. And then we're going to turn around and make our way back to Lancaster. I feel that the Forest of Bowland is a sort of poor cousin to the Lake District, which is right next door. There's footpaths everywhere here, but not the crowds that you get up in the Lake District. It's a bit softer here. It's a proper country town, isn't it? Yes, yes. Oh, it's a good job we didn't want to go to the pub. It's squeezing through.
They should put all doctor surgeries in places like that.
It's much bigger than I realised, the Forest of Bowland, and more trees than we realised. And turn right. Wow, this morning it's not quite as beautiful as the morning that I started this video with, and we just got the boat all winterized. We've put antifreeze in. We somehow got all of this to take back to Brighton. I don't know where it all comes from. Plants, compost, or washing our bikes. So we come back up by train again in a week or so. So that's it for this video. The next one you'll see us at the Kendal Winter Festival, which I'm looking forward to. So have a good week, everyone. I'll leave you now because it's pouring with rain. See you on the next video. Bye for now. Bye.
Show me what you have to show. Won't you come and say